What's going on, guys? So today we are going to do a video on one of the new cards that just dropped recently, and that is the Emperor Penguin. So let's go check him out. So when I first saw this card, I thought to myself, well, man, this card does not seem like it has enough support for what it wants to do, right? So when you read the card, it says, when played, your Oceans and Seas cards, wherever they are, with 3 or less base energy, gain plus 24 this round. So it seems like it wants to be in a tiny deck, right? So I said, let's go ahead and see if I can do an Oceans and Seas tiny variant. So that's what we did, guys. We're going Oceans and Seas tiny. So just a little spin on that. Hopefully they release some more cards for this in the future. And maybe we get 2 tiny decks running around. That would be kind of cool. So obviously tiny decks like Frilled Dragon. So we're going to take advantage of that. So when returned your cards wherever they are with 1 or less base energy, get that plus 22 until played. Binary. When drawn, your cards wherever they are with 2 or less base energy gain plus 22 for 2 or 4 turns. And Hygie, so this is like the core of Tiny here, basically. When returned, your cards with 0 base energy get plus 23, and if they have 1 base energy, they get plus 13 until played. So those basically 4 cards are what we built around. And let's see the rest. You can see the rest of the shells, primarily Oceans and Seas, basically taking advantage of Emperor Penguin. So tons of 1-drops. You can see we got Portuguese Man of War, going to steal 2 from your opponent. So this is great in those low energy weeks. And this really when this deck wants to be played, right? So today's video, I am going to play it in casual just because it's more of a low energy type deck. I figured it would play better in casual. So like I said, this deck's good casual or low energy weeks. So let's go ahead and do it in casual today. Next, we've got Krill. When played, your Oceans and Seas cards, wherever they are, gain plus 10 this round. Pretty good for a little 1-drop. Sperm Whale, kind of clutch. This card's been kind of clutch, too, surprisingly. When returned, if you're losing the round, gain plus 4 energy. So good potential there to get a nice little buff of energy. Archer Fish been really strong, too. When played, your opponent's Life on Land cards in hand lose 16 on the turn. So if you are up against Life on Land, that is pretty brutal. Great Barracuda, when returned, lose 1 energy. So it's nice plus 22 base power for 1 energy. Is pretty good. Rockin' Immortal Jellyfish, just so we do get a little bit of energy gain. I don't want to stay at 7 all game. It is a little risky if you run into the drain decks. So this deck's so cheap, though. It's not super backbreaking. Like, I've played it against a drain deck and won. But I really, when I left out, I was like, I need to add Immortal Jellyfish to this deck because it wasn't in the deck at the time. So I went ahead and subbed this in, and it seems to work a lot better. Great Barrier Reef. When played, your Oceans and Seas cards in hand gain plus 30 this turn. And if you're against Oceans and Seas cards, you're basically combating it. They lose minus 30 for the round, so a real strong ability. This is a cool card here I haven't really played with. I don't even know how to say it, but Agaria. It's a water nymph. When drawn, if your deck has 2 or more mythical creature cards, your Oceans and Seas cards, wherever they are, gain plus 18 until played. And it's a draw effect. So I could draw it. I'm going to get the benefit off of it. I don't have to play it. I can just leave it sit if I really wanted to. So just that nice plus 18 until played for free, basically, is pretty sweet. And we have Fistful of Energy, or Fistful of Oceans and Seas. I don't know why I said energy. Next, we have Goblin, kind of a cool inclusion for this deck. When drawn, your cards, wherever they are, with 1 or less base energy, gain plus 10 and cost plus 1 until played. So, all these little 1-drops we got going on here. You're going to get a little bit more bang for your buck. Stingray, when played, your cards in hand gain plus 18 this turn. We've got Hawksbill Turtle. When returned, if you lost the turn, your opponent's cards, wherever they are, lose 4 permanently. Hippocampus is our other mythical creature we need to trigger Agaria here. When played, your Life on Land and Oceans and Seas cards in hand gain plus 32 this turn, so nice buff. Pumpkin Toadlet, love this card. When drawn, your cards in hand with 3 or less base energy gain plus 30 for 2 turns, and we don't care about that second part. And finally, we've got Cormorant. When returned, gain plus 9 next turn. So again, just a nice little 1-drop there, trying to get a tiny deck going. So this is the deck, guys. And like I said, it's been pretty sweet, especially in casual. I really like this deck. So let's see what you guys think. We're going to go bust out a casual game with it and you guys let me know. I probably will try to do the giveaway. I think I'm going to do it tonight. I don't know yet. We'll see. So I'll probably drop that either tonight or tomorrow night and give you guys a good week or so to leave comments on that video, essentially. And that's the comment you leave will basically enter you into the giveaway. And we'll do like we did last time and just do a little random comment generator, and it picks, everybody who comments, it picks one, and that's who wins. So I'll probably do maybe 5 legendary cards, little giveaway. I don't know. I haven't decided a number yet, but see. Let's go ahead and get these 2 drops going so we can take advantage of the buff from Frill Dragon on our other 2 cards in hand. And it's okay if we lose this turn. We're going to debuff him with Hawksbill. Martin Luther, good card there. I love that card, especially in casual. All right, we got our Emperor Penguin, so let's go ahead and play him. We get him cycling in the proper spot here. And we'll do it like, what do I want to play? Barracuda? No. Let's play Cormorant. I don't want to lose that 1 energy just yet. Nice turn there for us, plus 250. It's going to get us right back in this game. All right. Oh, you guys won't believe what happened today. So I ended up hitting my son in the head with a Coke. Crazy, right? But he's okay. It's just a soft drink. You guys love those dad jokes. You guys love it. You had to think about it for a second. You're like, wait, what? That's what makes it awesome. All right, let's see here. I think we play can't play Barracuda now. Okay, I'm going to do it like this. I don't want to lose this round. So, yeah, after I tell you the joke, now I can say it. So, for Father's Day, I ended up getting my wife bought me a dad joke book. It's because I always talk about how my boss at work's cracking dad jokes and whatnot all the time. So, she went and bought me this book, and that was one of the jokes in the book was that what I just said to you guys, so I thought that was a good one. I ended up, when I went into the office at lunch today, or after lunch, I saw my boss sitting in there by himself, and I walked in there, and I was like, oh my God, my son, I hit him in the head today with a Coke. Just basically told him that joke, and he's like, don't do that to me, Brandon. Like I scared him, like, oh my God, you did what? So I don't think he caught it right away, but it was kind of funny. But yeah, Father's Day was pretty good, guys. At least for us, I ended up going down to the beach. It's like this little park on the beach they have where I live. We took the boys. One of my sons, this was like his first trip to the beach, so it was kind of cool to see him down playing by the water. He was just loving it, just wanted to hang out by the water all day. So we did that, and then my wife and I, we made this homemade shark teeth sifter thing. So we were over there digging up all the sand, trying to sift it all crazy, and we ended up finding 4 shark teeth. So that was pretty cool because I'd never found a shark tooth before in my life. So it was like, oh man, I didn't even know it was this easy. I expected to find 0, and here we are walking home with 4. So it's pretty cool. Definitely, if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, bring a sifter, man. It works so good. Just basically scoop up a whole thing of dirt, dump it in your sifter, sift it real quick, and you can quickly see if there's any teeth in there. It's pretty neat. But yeah, that was from there we ended up going. That same park had a little water park in it too, which was cool. So we took the boys over, did a little picnic and water park. So it was pretty sweet. Nice little Sunday. From there we went to my buddy's house. He was doing a little Father's Day, a little shindig. So hung out with him and did a little fishing out in his backyard. It was tons of little kids running around everywhere. So we were all, having some fun. I was trying to teach these kids how to cast because half of them, all they could catch was the tree pike. If you guys ever caught a tree pike before, it's Basically, when you throw your line up and you hook the tree and you're like, ah. So I just kept cracking that joke. Hey, Billy, you got another tree pike. You're like, fix it, please. So it's good times, good times. What else? So we got back to work today, and I don't know if somebody like left the door open at our work or something, but there was flies galore. It was freaking terrible. So one of my coworkers ran down to the sports store, and I don't know if you guys seen these things yet, but they're sweet. It's this like gun that you can buy that shoots salt, and it kills the flies. It's the coolest little thing I've ever seen. So we're running around the office with like this looks like a little pump gun, a little orange tip on it, and we're just blasting these flies all over the place with salt. It's definitely a good time at work, man. You guys got to get you one of them things. Deck's kicking butt. I mean, I feel like I'm not even having to really try right now. This is kind of autopilot with this deck. Too strong. Not really having any energy problems. Don't even need to play that toad. I'm just going to hang on to it, I guess. Like I said, Agiria there, too. A lot of times you can just sit on it. You don't have to play it. Just draw it, take the nice advantage, and good to go. I think we're just going to ace this game right here, sweep him right here. Yep. But yeah, guys, I don't think I'll need to play 2 with this. I think it's pretty apparent that this deck's just going to wipe the floor with most decks in casual. But all right, guys, keep an eye out for my giveaway video. I think I'm just going to do it tomorrow instead of doing 2 tonight. But all right, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good night.